I will tell you something about this word restitution in the Greek. 4 meanings, believe it or not. One means a proper balance, to balance the scales. One means to repair a road. One means to repair a broken bone, to set it back in place. One of the meanings, according to W.E. Vines, is the Egyptians used this word, restitution, a similar word, to describe cyclical periods where everything comes in full circle. Meaning, once it comes in full circle, it is complete. A complete cycle. Now, I have studied this for years. In fact, I was on a program a year ago in February with a man, some of you may have seen the program, and I shared these 3 things about prophetic time. I'm going to say it, and you tell me if you've not heard it. Time is measured vertically. Time is measured horizontally. Time is measured in circles. How many of you have not heard that yet? Raise your hand. I'll explain it to you. Come on, hold it up real high if you've not heard it. Okay. Horizontal time is where we live. It's called a timeline. You start here, you end there. There's always a beginning, and there's always an ending to horizontal time. The Greeks called it linear time. There is spiritual time. Spiritual time is earthly, moving toward the heavenly. I'm moving toward eternity. I am redeemed. I am being redeemed. I will be redeemed. It's Jacob's ladder. Angels are coming up. Angels are going down. The bottom of it is the house of God. The top of it's called the gate of heaven. I move from no faith to little faith to great faith to so great a faith. I move from joy to great joy to joy unspeakable and full of glory. My God. As I am walking with God spiritually, I'm supposed to be progressing not just forward, but upward. When my linear time ends, whatever day that may be, let's make up a day, June 21st, 2025. That's when my life ends. It doesn't really end. I have walked up that ladder and I end at the gate of heaven, but it only begins. Are you listening? That's vertical time. Cyclical time is prophetic time, because I want to make this so clear. Everything God does is cycles. Every 7th day, Sabbath. Next Sabbath, Sabbath. Next 7th day, Sabbath. 7, 7, 7, 7. 49 years, Jubilee. 49 years, Jubilee. Come around, 49 years. It's coming around, it's coming around. Birthday's coming around, birthday's coming around, you see. Every year you got a birthday. Passover, same time, every year. First month, 14th day. Feast of Tabernacles, same time every year. Not necessarily on the calendar, but it's always 7th month, 10th day, 15th day, Atonement, Tabernacle. So, God does everything how? In a circle. It repeats itself. That's why you hear people say history always repeats itself. For example, did you know in Jesus, at the beginning and the ending of Jesus' ministry, everything matches? Joseph is the husband of Mary at the beginning, but he disappears before the crucifixion and dies. But there's another Joseph called Joseph of Arimathea that's helping to bury Jesus. There's a Herod at the beginning of Jesus' ministry, but it is not the same Herod. It's a relative. Herod Agrippa and Herod Agrippa II. There's a Herod at the beginning that dies. There's another Herod at the end of Jesus' ministry that he's standing in front of. There is a Mary at the beginning of Jesus' ministry that's his mother, but there's another Mary called Mary Magdalene, come on, talk to me, at the end of his ministry. At the beginning of his ministry, he fasted for 40 days. At the end of his ministry, when he's resurrected, he is alive for 40 days. He ends his ministry on the Mount of Olives, but he's coming back to the Mount of Olives. Why do you think in Genesis 11 there's a Babel, a Tower of Babel, but yet you go to the end of the Bible, there's a Babylon? So there's a Babylon in the beginning, there's a Babylon in the beginning, there's a Babylon in the end. Why do you think in Revelation 13 there's a mark that you put on your head and it marks you? Why do you think in Genesis 4 Cain had a mark on his head? In the book of Revelation there's a 7-year tribulation. Why is that so? Because Cain's punishment was 7-fold. Talk to me, somebody. Why do you think in Genesis